Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping into a topic that's, well, absolutely essential for any entrepreneur. We're talking about understanding the world your business actually lives in. We're going to break down all the key factors, from big global trends right down to your own team's skills, and it's all based on a really insightful lecture for Malaysian entrepreneurs.
All right, here's our game plan for today. We're going to take a zoom-in approach. We'll start with the huge, big picture forces out there, and then we're going to zoom in layer by layer until we get right to the very heart of your own company. It's a super logical way to see how everything connects.
So first things first, let's get one fundamental concept straight. No business, and I mean not a single one, operates in a bubble. It's an ecosystem, right? And you are part of it, whether you realize it or not.
And that leads to the big question every single business owner has to ask themselves. And spoiler alert, the answer is always a big fat no. But understanding why and what all those outside forces are, that's the real secret sauce between just surviving and actually growing. So you hear this term, business environment. What does it actually mean? Well, it's literally everything that can touch your business. We're talking about stuff inside your company, like your own team and everything happening outside. Your customers, government rules, even what's going on with the global economy, the whole shebang. Now, this is where it gets interesting. We can split that huge external world into two layers. You've got the macro environment. Think of these as the big indirect forces like politics and the economy that you can't really control. And then you have the micro environment. These are the actual players you deal with every single day.
Okay, let's zoom out to that first big layer, the macro environment. These are the major currents shaping the entire business ocean. And lucky for us, there's a really simple acronym to help remember them: PEST. First up, P is for political and legal. Just think about government policies or new regulations. For instance, if the government suddenly offers a big subsidy for building new homes, that creates a massive opportunity for the entire construction industry overnight. So for you, that means keeping an eye on those announcements. They could be a direct line to new business. Next, E for economic. This is the whole financial climate we're operating in. Things like interest rates and taxes directly affect how much money your customers have to spend. And, of course, they affect your own costs. You're not just watching the news. You're watching for clues on when to expand, when to hire, or maybe when to tighten the belt. Then we've got S for social. This covers everything from population trends to huge cultural shifts. As a society's values change, what people want to buy changes too. So understanding this helps you line up what you're selling with what customers actually care about right now, whether that's sustainability or products for an aging population. And last but not least, T for technological. And let me tell you, technology is not just another tool. It is a game changer. I mean, look at e-commerce or services like Grab and Maybank to you. They didn't just make old businesses better. They created entirely new ways of doing things. The question for any entrepreneur is always, how can I use this? All right, let's zoom in a little closer now. We're moving on to the micro environment. These aren't some distant, abstract forces. Nope, these are the actual people and organizations you're talking to and dealing with day in and day out. And here they are, the main characters on your stage: customers, suppliers, competitors, government bodies. You get the picture. The moves that each of these players make can hit your business directly and immediately. But here's the good part. Unlike the macro stuff, you can actually influence these guys.
This quote just says it all, doesn't it? It's such a powerful reminder that right at the center of your universe are your customers. Keeping them happy isn't just a nice thing to do. It is, without a doubt, your single best marketing tool, period.
And here's a brilliant real-world example of this in action. Car companies in Malaysia like Proton and Perodua, they don't just see one generic customer. They get that they're selling to different groups: regular people, big companies, government departments, and they smartly offer different types of cars for each one. And hey, it's not just about your customers. Your suppliers are absolutely critical. Take a huge supermarket like Maiden. They know that having a strong, positive relationship with their suppliers is everything. It really drives home the point that your suppliers are your partners. If that relationship breaks down, what you can offer your customers breaks down too.
Okay, so we've looked at the big wide world outside. For our final zoom, we're going to turn that camera around and point it inward. It's time to take a hard look at your internal environment. All the things that you actually have direct control over.
So these 5 things right here, they're basically the building blocks of your company's strength. You've got your people, your money, your physical stuff like equipment, your tech and systems, and of course, your good name, your reputation. Taking an honest inventory of these is always the first step to building a winning strategy. So, you've looked at the outside world, you've looked inside your own company. The big question is, now what? How do you actually move forward? Well, it really boils down to two things: having a solid strategy and building a killer network. The SWOT analysis. It's a classic for a reason. It's the perfect tool to connect all the dots. It helps you take what's going on internally, your strengths and weaknesses, and match them up with what's happening externally, the opportunities and threats you've spotted. This is how you turn all that thinking into a real, concrete plan. And this right here shows you why networking is so much more than just collecting business cards. It's a strategic weapon. A good network gives you access to crucial info, hard-to-find resources, brand new opportunities, and even mentorship. I mean, it touches on pretty much everything a business needs to grow. You see, great networking isn't just random luck. It's a system, and it's a simple one. Step 1, figure out who you really need to know. Step 2, build a real relationship with them, one that's about helping each other. And step 3, keep that relationship going. That's how you build long-term trust. So we're going to leave you with this one final, really powerful question to think about. After you've done all this work, after you've assessed the world outside and taken stock of your strengths inside, what's the result? You get to stop just reacting to things and start proactively chasing down your single biggest opportunity. So, what's yours?